This podcast absolutely, unequivocally, positively, 100% contains adult material. Mature audiences only, please.
Hey, welcome back to Me and Mrs. Always Right. We are the ADHD of podcasting.
Yes, and we are also voted number 1 from people who like to drink water from elephant dung.
Bear Grylls, guess you're the guy. What the?
Hey, it's so hot now. You need your water anyway you can get it.
Oh my! Didn't know that was coming. Good job, babe.
You're welcome.
Hey, and we're
honey.
coming to you today from that little trailer park in Lawn, Texas. Why? Because it's dead and nothing lives in this fucking house. Apparently,
I'm telling you, because it's just so fucking hot. And there ain't no water for it. It's terrible.
I had to dress to match my beer today.
Oh, look
See?
at you. You're all fancy. I'm not at all.
Did we cover everything? Hey, welcome to the podcast. We're the ADHD.
well,
You said something
I
about
mean,
elephant shit. And,
You're who?
yeah. Oh, hey, I'm your host, me. See, that's what I was. God.
And I'm Mrs. Always Right.
No wonder why we only have 3 people listening.
I
We're
know.
Fucking dumb.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
I wanted to talk to you today.
Oh, God.
No, mine's not like a serious issue, okay? No, serious.
You can't be serious.
Yeah.
Surely you
talk
can't
about-
be serious.
I am serious, and don't call me Shirley. If you know that movie.
I do.
Coming up, right? Things are so much different now. We're a little older. I'm 24. You're 30.
Okay.
Okay?
I'll go with 30.
Would you?
I don't even go with 35 or 40.
Do you remember, do we remember things being so dramatically different
Yes.
because we were kids?
Yes.
Because it's hot.
Yes.
Number one, I'm going to start, there's so much things we can go through, but I'm going to start with how fucking hot it is. And I just don't remember, I've lived in Texas my entire life.
Mhm.
It's always been fucking hot. Right?
Always.
I
mean,
just
we've
don't
had,
remember it. I ran around outside in the fucking summer barefooted through sticker patches, and I don't ever remember it being that fucking hot.
I think you're able to take the heat and not produce. That's not what I'm looking for. What is the word I'm looking for?
Project, produce,
No, not even. It probably doesn't even start with a
Equip.
P.
equip,
Equip. You're equipped to handle it better. That's for
Ooze.
sure.
ooze,
I remember.
drip.
What?
ooze or drip.
Ew. Ew. So gross. But I remember being a kid and probably, I don't know, between the age of, I would probably say 12 or something like that. I know that we've had 100-degree weather. I
Can I
could have
ask you a
been
question?
even 10 or 9.
Oh,
What?
okay. Well, it sounds more weirder coming from, asking you at 12. Did you have boobs then?
I don't know.
When'd you hit puberty? 3?
I think I was 6.
I mean, because you
I
were
don't
pregnant
know.
at 5, so.
Okay, so.
Okay, so you
yes.
remember being 12.
Yes. I mean, I could have been 10. I'm just saying I was probably between the age of 9 and 13.
Sure.
And I remember the local swimming pool being open, and we always had to walk there, right? Because
Okay.
it's too hot and my daddy's not getting out to take us. So we had to walk. And I remember walking barefoot, mind
Word.
you.
No, I remember that too.
And the street was so hot that the black tar that they put in there would just
Yeah.
move and ooze, and we would like poke our toes in it just to make it
We
move
would hop.
and stuff.
So legitimately, I grew up in a fucking trailer park, okay? and I kind of, we kind of got ripped off being trailer park people to a degree.
Why?
Well, growing up, we had lived. Okay, all right. Let me start this over so it don't sound so stuttery and shit.
Okay.
When we first moved up to the area we lived in, we moved into an apartment.
Okay.
And my mom at the time was, I don't want to be in an apartment. So she buys us a house.
Oh, okay.
She forgot to mention it was on wheels.
Hey, it's called a trailer house. It's fine.
Right. So
I
we
get
moved
it.
in. We moved into this new addition to this trailer park.
Okay.
What we didn't know at the time, they had said that this new addition was supposed to be part of this originally existing trailer park
Mhm.
that had all these amenities, swimming pool, basketball court, playground. Well, something happened with that merger and it didn't go through. And then all of a sudden, the hoodlum kids from the east side of the trailer park weren't allowed to hang out with the west side kids. And
What?
oh, yeah. So they banned us from their pool and all that. And we didn't have a pool at the time. So they put in this rinky dink, kidney shaped pool that was probably no bigger than this studio. But I swam in that motherfucker every day. And you know how many times, man, we would sneak up to the fucking high end trailer park and go swimming?
We didn't have to sneak. We got a pool pass every year. Now back then, like I said, it was a community pool. You know, you had to walk there to get there. But I mean, I remember when I was a lot smaller taking swim lessons from there, right?
Okay.
And they had a shallow end, they had a slide, a couple of diving boards, a high dive, a low dive.
Man, y'all had it made.
Oh, it was a nice pool.
Our pool was at where you couldn't even, like, the deep end wasn't above your knees.
Oh,
yeah.
It was kind of, now that I think about it, if you're looking at it a certain way, and they lots of shade trees around, picnic tables, stuff like that. It was a nice place, but it was kind of shaped like an L, and the lower part
Was it
of
on
the
their
L,
forehead?
yes, the lower part of the L was the shallow end where they did, the swim lessons and stuff like that, and then you had this part of the L, the end of it, the corner that like a lot of people hung out, but the slide was over there too, so you could only hang out so much. And then the diving boards over here, and man, we went every day. We could buy a pass. I think it was like $7 for all summer long, and we could go every day.
God
I
damn.
know. I mean, it might have even
Damn.
been $5. It was pretty
y'all-
fucking cheap, but we
I know
went
you're a little older. Did you carve your own currency or?
Yeah, I mean, we had to carry rocks, really, but yeah.
No, I just don't, now, being 24, I'm just like, fuck going outside. I've come
Yeah.
accustomed to the air conditioner, but our generation, and you are slightly older, our generation.
By 6 minutes.
So ish, new life before all the technology, but we've, grown with the technology. My parents'
Okay.
generation.
First, let me just butt in and say,
Okay, most of us. Most of
because
us.
you remind me quite often.
I remember when we met, you still had a flip phone.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. And I didn't have a flip
Yeah.
phone when we first met. It was that Nokia, the long one that was about that.
you were still
long
texting
Hey,
A
I mean, yeah, you had to.
555443244. Oh my
Yes,
God.
Yes. I mean, I did that forever. Up till what? 2
I think
years
your mom
ago?
still texts like that, don't she?
She probably does.
Predictive text on the phone.
Probably, because she really does still have a flip phone. But I remember after we got together, I got a flip phone.
Ugh,
But it was still
God.
texting 111-777-555-44, whatever. It was still texting like that. It
And-
wasn't like what it is now.
And now I know that you had a mini bike. I had a mini bike growing up, right? Did you just snort?
I did.
That's almost like that time I whistled without whistling.
When?
Doing the podcast. You don't
Really?
remember? Yeah, and I'm like,
I mean, I might. I'd have to go back and listen.
Anyway. And you had a mini bike. I had a mini bike. Mine, I think, was a little bit higher end than yours because I actually
Probably.
had 3 speeds on it, but no clutch.
Oh, we didn't have any speeds except for run, run, run. And every
How'd
time
that
we
go?
rode it, I mean, every time we rode it, we did that to make people think we were changing gears like we were on a real bike.
Oh.
I mean, anybody over probably the age of 15 or 16
I could just
that you
imagine
were
myself now
not.
looking out the window and seeing some little kid go by on a mini bike going, "Marr, run, marr." Why are you laughing? Because you did that, didn't you?
We did that all the time.
What the fuck?
We wanted to be cool.
And I think you had it a little better than I did because I think your parents actually cared about you. Right.
My parents cared that I came home at night.
That was
about it.
That was the extent of it for me too. You're man, we went
got up in the mornings.
everywhere.
And I mean, I remember having breakfast sometimes, like let's say during the summer, But maybe not every day. I got up and we went outside. We'd grab a piece of bread and a weenie or a piece of bologna, and off we'd go, and we'd be gone all day long.
I'm going to open my beer with the new Road Cat Media bottle openers.
Look at that
you can get if you come see us in Austin.
Yeah,
on August the
25th.
Yeah. Anyway.
Oh, it didn't make
it don't have the same
pop.
trademark sound, but
Oh,
I just wanted to use the new and improved Road Cat Media bottle opener. No product placement on this podcast.
No, not
None.
at all. Not at all.
No, we went everywhere. We didn't ask permission to go anywhere.
Well, you didn't really had to. You didn't
You know
have
what
to
I had
have
to be? You know what I had to be?
alive when you came home at night.
Home when the streetlights came on.
Oh yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I mean, and that's so cliche now, but it seriously was the truth.
Yes. We would get up and we knew that the pool opened like at 10 o'clock or 11, and we would go as soon as it opened up, and we would spend all day long till they closed. I don't even remember what time they closed. Probably 6, every day or whatever. We went.
And now you can't let a fucking teenager out on their own now.
Hell no.
Shit is so different. But that's what I'm trying to figure out. Is it really different?
I think it's just more
we
aware.
just-
We're
right.
more aware of it, really. Because there's always been serial killers. There's
Right.
always been kidnappers.
Right.
But I feel...
And back then we got kidnapped in shitty ass fucking Pintos and shit. Not this air conditioned fucking trunk and stuff. These kids got it fucking made.
Yeah, I really do think that more people tend to do bad things versus then, only because of the legal system. And back then, people would take justice into their own hands.
That's
a
true.
lot more than they do now.
Are people committing more crimes, or is it the media, the Facebook, the social media? Are we just seeing much more of the bad side of humanity?
I think we are seeing a lot more of it.
But I think it's been the same in relation to the population, right?
Maybe.
We're more aware of it now because we have computers in our hands.
Yes. So what happens miles and miles away, we almost instantly we can see that something bad happened.
You know that
before,
I remember
No.
my middle school that I went to
Uh-huh.
was a fallout shelter, right? Being annihilated by the Soviet Union was a fucking real thing growing up, right? You always had it in the back of your mind that we were like
And
an empty beer can fucking away from people launching fucking nuclear weapons, right?
And the desk or the hallway was going to save
what
you.
the fuck was that going to do?
Nothing.
No, seriously.
Absolutely nothing.
You're straight, right? Because we were trained to get under the desk.
Yes.
Hey, here comes a 50 megaton nuclear warhead.
Yes.
Get under the desk.
We didn't know any better, I don't guess.
No,
and
well,
it
we
gave
didn't.
them something to tell us to make it feel like
So we felt
were
safe.
being safe.
Yes.
Yes.
Because
And
they didn't
that's-
want to look us in our eyes and tell us, yeah, you're going to be incinerated
you're
instantly,
gonna
pretty
die.
much.
You bitch, you gonna die. It's that simple.
And I remember that, right?
Yeah, we did, and we practiced it
I
a
know.
lot. There was a lot of things which I feel they should bring back, like the Pledge of Allegiance. They do not do that in
some
school
schools,
anymore.
some do.
Really?
Yeah, some do.
Well, I wished all of them did, because that has nothing to do with you're here in America. You see what I mean?
Well, I'm not trying to like change the subject because I don't like diving into political stuff.
I know.
But you bring up the Pledge of Allegiance. I do feel around the time that the Soviet Union fell, we no longer had an enemy to worry about. So we just started infighting amongst ourselves.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. You're right.
But
You're always right. You're so
shut
smart.
the fuck up.
You're so smart. You watch so much stuff.
I do what anybody can do. Hey, YouTube, let me watch a documentary. It's just the stuff I'm interested in.
Yes, history, all kinds
Yeah.
of sciencey stuff.
And the events I remember in my childhood that stick out to me are the space shuttle blowing up in '86. What was that girl's name that fell down the well?
Amber.
Was
I
that,
know.
Kristen McAuliffe.
Yes.
Right? She fell down the well and was
Yes.
stuck in there for days. I do remember Amber Hagerman.
Okay.
She lived. Actually, all that happened less than a mile away from my old house.
Now, you know what? Not to
you're
say
you're
anything.
hijacking it. Go ahead.
I am, but since she, unfortunately, I feel since she's never been found, they were building a lot of houses back then, and
not in that neighborhood. They weren't. I don't know whatever happened.
not far from there. But anyway, yeah. So moving on.
So and then I remember the Berlin Wall falling, and I don't know if it's just my memory, but I don't remember. I think after the Berlin Wall fell, and that was like 91. The next craze was Y2K. We were all gonna die because the computers were gonna fucking flip out and go all Skynet on us.
Now, did you prep for the Y2K?
Fuck no.
No.
I look forward to that shit. I'm like, bring it on.
Really?
Sorta.
Ow. See, I wouldn't say we prepped.
No, you didn't.
But I did. I did go out and buy,
rice and beans.
Yes, and flour and sugar, because if something happened,
you're worse than the fucking toilet people during COVID.
I did not buy. You know what? I don't even think I bought toilet paper at all.
I remember motherfuckers in their station wagon, back wall to front seat, rolls of fucking toilet paper.
That minivans full, you couldn't see anything but the driver, just barely, because they're all, the toilet paper's all around. What the fuck did toilet paper have to do with COVID?
I don't fucking know. Wipe your ass? I don't know.
I don't get it.
We're going to be stuck in the house for 3 weeks. We make sure we can wipe our ass every day for the next 3 fucking seconds.
My thing is, you got a shower, you got a washcloth, I mean, there's ways around it. Paper towels.
You can do the ruffle stomp.
The what?
The ruffle stomp. Shit in the bathtub and stomp it down the fucking...
Ew! Don't you dare shit in my bathtub.
Baby, sometimes my shit's too runny to do that. It would be like a brown water sprinkler.
Ew.
It'd be horrible.
Oh, you're so gross.
Yeah, but I just, I don't know if we just didn't care back then. I don't think anybody cared about anything.
Cared a whole lot back then as far as weather and all that. I really don't think that we did.
Because
we're kids.
I think that's why
we don't worry about the future. We don't worry about what's going on in the world. We're kids.
I think
baseball, football, swimming.
Oh, I did have fun in Little League. Little League was fun. I got to play 3 seasons.
We used to go. We didn't live far from the swimming pool, and we didn't live far from elementary school, which had big fields to play on and stuff. And we would go play baseball, football, whatever, until they mowed down the house next to us.
Oh yeah,
and then it was a big field open right there, and we played right there.
That was your sandlot.
Yeah. Now, we did have a church across the street that had a big parking lot and everything. So we had a church parking lot with picnic tables and all that stuff that we played ball and everything at as well. Or we would go right next door to the house and play right there. So we didn't have to go far unless we were going swimming, which was a few blocks away.
I think our generation doesn't have any feelings. It's because of that, right? We were, if we were worried that we were going to die at any minute from all the shit going on around us, we would have got nothing done. So we just had to eliminate, to eliminate caring about shit from our personal lives and do what we had to do.
We also, now we did a lot of stuff during the summer.
Who's
right? Me and my friends and my
Summers
SOB.
were a good time until I had to fucking start working.
We had not far from where we lived, big open field, right? And the railroad tracks were right not far from there too. And we would be walking down the railroad tracks and walking in these big fields. It was like one big field that spanned quite a distance. Now it's full of houses, but we come across a shelter. Like a bomb
homeless shelter,
like a bomb shelter or whatever in the ground, and we would go down there like we own the fucking place.
Oh my god, babe, we built a fucking fort in the woods out of fucking pallets, and we hung out in that fucking pallet fort one whole fucking summer. That was the place to go.
Wow,
man, the stupid shit we fucking did.
Oh yeah,
we went
did
swimming
that shit too.
where I grew up. down. There was old gravel pits down the road, and the old gravel pits filled up with water. We went swimming in that shit.
Ew.
And we didn't give a fuck.
When you're kids,
It's basically a lake. What's ooh about gravel pits? I didn't say we went swimming in the sewer. Hey, look! I found a tampon.
I mean, let me just mention now, we didn't always go to the swimming pool to go swimming because my family has always had some sort of lake property.
Oh, you were rich.
No, my daddy just liked fishing a lot.
Is that what it is?
Yes. So we've always had lake property. So I remember during the summer we would go down there, a couple of weeks out of the summer, maybe 3 weeks or whatever, and stay. And we went swimming every day.
Every day.
We would get up, we would go swimming. The only time we had to come home, which in the slough that we lived on, where what? Slough? It's a word? It's a word.
Is it?
It is.
I thought that's where they sent the cattle down to be killed, was down the slough.
Canal. I don't know what you want me to call it. It's a word.
Creek?
No, a creek is something totally different.
I got some Googling to do. Keep going.
Yeah, you do. So anyway, where the lake property we had was right there on the canal. And are you gonna choke? He's gonna spew, Mom. He's gonna spew.
Just talk to me like I'm fucking stupid.
Well, when I said slough,
never heard
you're
slough?
like,
know what a divan is? yeah.
Or
It's furniture. Furniture, bitch.
Okay, whatever. So we would get up. We had a couple of docks right there.
I know what a dock is.
Okay. We would get up and we would jump off this dock. I mean, literally, it was probably less than, probably from where we're sitting here to the wall right there away. That's how close it was.
So you would say 20 feet.
Maybe.
You have to remember, some people listen to this on audio and they don't know what the fuck you're pointing to.
Okay, so 20 feet away from the door we walked out of the place we were staying
to the dock.
What was the dock? And we would all show.
Who can't fucking talk now?
Yeah. Also, for the guy
saying all them fucking big words that done got you fucked up.
Slough. Yeah. So we would also catch perch off, not off the first dock because that's normally where we swam, but off the second dock.
No, you don't want to contaminate the fish.
No, because the guy a couple of houses down actually used them for bait, and we would catch them for him because hell, we're kids and we ain't got nothing better to do.
Texas Department of Wildlife and the fucking bag limit. Catch them all.
Maybe that's why he had us do it. I don't know. I don't think you had to have.
Blame it on yes, you've always had to have a fishing license and a bag limit.
For perch? For little bitty ass perch?
But when they're minors catching them, you're like, hey, they don't know. What are they going to do, arrest you?
Maybe.
Put you in federal penitentiary?
Nobody ever come down there anyway because, there was nothing. Oh, okay. Oh. So now before, my daddy built on, right? But we didn't really have a big bathroom. Or, one that they'd probably even let us use, I think. But we had a bathhouse at the end of the canal. So it was like a big bathhouse. It was men on one side. A communal? Yes, men on one side, women on the other. It had showers. It had toilets.
Y'all went to a communal outhouse?
When you got to poop or something, you got to go. It doesn't matter what time of day or night it is. You got to go up there.
You country.
Well, yeah. And we did
the last time I shit in a hole. The last time I shit in a hole was when we were at the Crossmark.
It was actually water in the toilets. Real water.
You were
toilets,
rich.
I mean, I'm pretty sure it was just water coming straight from the lake because it smelt like lake when you walked in there, and when you're taking a shower, it smelt like lake. But
what did it smell like when you took a shit?
When you flushed the toilet, it smelled like somebody took a shit in the lake.
I walked into that one. Good one. Good one.
Thanks, honey.
Yeah, you're welcome. Woo.
Sorry.
No, that's
Okay.
perfect. Don't
Okay,
apologize for that.
Good.
Quit the fucking smacking though.
My mouth
Can you
is
not?
dry. My mouth
Babe,
is
don't
dry.
no, we're almost done. Don't drink it. She's gonna spew now.
No, not me.
So
Oh.
okay, you went to the communal outhouse.
Yes, every day while we were down at the lake, every day. Because we went swimming every day. Ooh, and we did find this huge, it had to be a 55-gallon drum.
You've told this story.
Okay.
The one about in the middle of the lake and you swim out there to it and you all got cut up on it.
Yeah, we'd stand up on it. Like, look at
In the next
us.
few minutes we have talking
Yes.
about growing up.
Okay.
I want to hear how your daddy built a house around a bus.
Okay. Well, it wasn't just a bus because there was a travel trailer. It was like an Airstream,
So
right?
it gets better.
Yes. Yes.
Okay,
So we had
great.
two because it was more than what my daddy ain't buying one lake lot because it ain't big enough for him, right? So he
Ooh,
bought
saucy.
you know what? Not only
What?
did we have the canal right in front of us. Like
Oh.
beside us. Oh, funny story. You're not even gonna. We'll talk about Daddy building next
sure,
time.
Sure.
So next to us also was like a little, kind of like a slough or whatever, right?
Yes.
But it was very
Slough.
grown over.
Okay.
Right, it had a lot of cattails and all that stuff growing in
It was a
right?
grown-up slew.
Yes, so that's where my daddy would go gigging for frogs. Right?
Oh yeah.
Yes, he loved frog legs. I personally have never had them, but been told they taste like chicken.
I'm on an airplane. You never had frog legs?
No, I never have. Have you?
No.
Okay, then shut up. You're only
Bitch.
6 minutes younger than I am.
I'm just saying you had more of an opportunity to eat frog legs than I ever
Yes,
had.
yes, because my daddy had them every time we went down there. Because
So he
went-
had a gig and fork and everything. Go down
Yes.
there, gig a frog. Hey, okay, did you ever see him clean them or prep them? What does he do? Hold the frog and twist his little fucking legs off? That sounds cruel as fuck.
I don't
Like,
know.
buy him
how
a
he did
wheelchair,
it.
send
I
him back
don't
out to the
know.
fucking
I mean,
pond?
maybe grow some legs, bitch. I don't know. But what I was going to tell you, the funny thing about this little canal thing,
Slough?
canal thing, slough that was right there beside our place too. It was all, like I said, all grown over with cattails and all this other stuff, right? And my stepmother cannot swim. Why she's always had lake lots with my dad and all this other stuff, I don't even know. But she
That sounds
can't-
like a woman who knows how to keep her man happy.
yeah. So she can't swim, right? So she would go out there and pick, and pull the cattails out of the little, so it wouldn't be so grown up and it didn't look so bad for her, right? That's what she
Okay.
did. She would be in water probably less than 12 inches at the very most. 12 inches. She would go out there in her shoes.
12 inches, babe.
Whatever, 12 inches. So normally it was just right above her ankle, right? The water level
Right.
would be right above her ankle. She always had on a life vest.
No, she did not.
She would not go in that water at all without a life vest. Nope,
Really?
really. And I'm like, you in
Wow.
ankle deep water, you are not going to drown. But
Safety
I guess
first.
she was afraid of. Because you could slip, and I mean it's dirt. You know what I mean? So she
'Cause
could
she's
slip,
like,
and
she's like what, 95 now?
she's 92.
So, I mean, she could have been 50 years old back then.
No.
And she was worried about it. Oh man.
Yes.
Did you
I
tell her
never
instead of a-
seen her ever get in the water without a life vest.
Did you tell her she didn't need a life vest if she crawled under a desk? It would keep her safe.
I should have, but we didn't have a desk. We might have had a desk there.
Oh
I don't know.
man.
We had a lot of fun. Oh my God. We had so much fun.
I
down
just
at the
remember
lake
growing up, playing outside, doing whatever the fuck,
all day.
doing what we want, right?
Yeah.
I mean, honestly.
Yes.
And, we didn't worry about shit.
No.
Worried about getting home in time so I didn't get in fucking trouble.
That's it. That's
But when
it.
it came time, we got home from school, it was time to go play,
Oh yeah. Yes. The funny thing is, I'm sure that I've had to do my homework coming home from school, but I want to say I just remember going right outside.
I
But
didn't do homework.
I guess I
That's
did
why I'm in the
homework.
predicament I'm in.
I guess I did homework, or at least I did good enough at school that I passed all my classes, because I did end up graduating on time and everything. So
Yeah, even
Yeah.
after you had a kid.
I know.
We remember having this conversation.
Yeah.
All right, well, hey, you know what? Thanks for taking that stroll down memory lane and teaching me a new word. I'm going to go say
Slew.
slew to everybody I fucking know.
I swear to God, I'm going to look it up, and I am going to show you that it actually is a word.
Okay, good for you.
All right.
Hey, thanks for listening. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please email us at meandmrsalwaysright@gmail.com. All complaints go to Trevor the Intern. We'd like to thank Roadcat Media for producing this week's episode. You can reach them at roadcatmedia@gmail.com for all your video and editing needs.
Nice. You can also find us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube.
It's not Twitter no more. We talked about this last week.
Oh, yeah, X.
And help support
it's
this.
the same, right?
Yeah, no. Help support this podcast by becoming a member of Patreon at patreon.com/meandmrsalwaysright, where you get pre and post show content right along with unedited episodes. Become a premium tier and get that handwritten thank you note that I've seen the cards for.
Yes, I did buy them. Did
Yeah,
you see
you
that?
bought them, but you hadn't done shit with
You're getting me in more trouble. Stop.
them. All right, I love you.
I love you too.
All right, you have a good day.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Merle.
I love Merle.